Okay. Okay. Since we've brought in new players, I'm not sure how this is going to go. I'm nervous. I really am. Let's take a look at it. Well, I am recording this episode immediately after the end of the season where I got really upset. So, yeah, this is going to be really fun. It's time for the end of season review transfer special. Let's go ahead and get into it, my dudes. Hit the wrong button. There we go. We're here at the end of season review. Go ahead and move that to that screen so I can see the new arrivals. I have no idea who this guy is. Who is this guy? So, okay, that's weird. They was not happy with the league. C minus. I wasn't happy either. I mean, it's crazy to think though that Tel Aviv should have qualified for the Europa Conference League. They just unfortunately didn't have the points to make it to the top group when the league split. That's rough. All right, so sponsorship went up a little bit. Broadcast revenue goes down. Corporate and hospitality goes up a good bit. Competition prize money way down. Match day revenue or match day commercial and retail, it goes up some. Cannon, Sabag, Bags, Bio, and Wani. Top selling kits this season. I hope you didn't spend too much on those kits. I don't really know if this is the way I would have lined up because we wasn't here very long. I don't like any of these guys. Club awards. Fans player of the season was Zasno. Young player of the season was Zasno. Goal of the season went to Mr. Baloo. I'm upset with him. Bayo, top goal scorer. Cohen was our most assists. Bayo with most player of the matches awards. Highest average rating was Zasno. Most passes completed per 90 minutes was Zasno. I know, or not Zasno, it was Baloo. I know Baloo was terrible in that last episode, but he was actually decent for this club for the most part. And unfortunately, that's how we're going to remember him. For that season anyways. We're not going over any of that stuff. Club vision and expectations. Okay, so they want us to finish in the top half. Okay, that's a little bit more deep. Hey, we can do that. We can do that, my dudes. That's going to be nice. Well, they don't want us to sign players over the age of 30, sign players for under the age of 23. Hey, guys, I don't know if y'all know this. We hardly have any money. Y'all are going to have to accept what we can sign. How about that? No. Nope. I will die on this grave. Okay. Getting frustrated with this side. I'll do that off screen. Unfortunately, we don't have the finances, which is what I was hoping we would get here. Let's go ahead and do this and see if we can get them on the next day. I wish for some reason that it always comes in the day after, which is a little bit disappointing. And so it said top half, right? So we got to find top half. Yep, finishing top half. There we go. Good stuff. No promises. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next time. I'm out of here. Go enjoy your vacation, you a bunch of assholes. There was something I did want to go over, and I'm actually struggling to remember. I got it. Okay, here we go. Guys, let's take a look at ourselves. Okay, we're going to start doing this. We're going to start taking a look at ourselves and seeing us. We've got a 2-star reputation, which that's pretty good. I'm happy with that right now. Our reputation is slowly going up. We're good at media handling. Our tactical consistency is pretty good. Hands-on approach. We're really good at managing finances. Obviously, with us being below or above the payroll this season really hurt us. Handling team discipline, we're okay. Loyalty to players, not so good. And domestic bias, our domestic player bias is not the best either. Attribute-wise, level discipline. Apparently, we are very strict on our guys. We can't coach a goalkeeper worth of shit. We're decent at attacking and defending, though. Tactically 8, technically a 9, mentally an 8. So we're getting better. We really are. We've just got, who is this guy? Me and him are apparently best friends. Sorry, I don't know who you are. He's the manager at Riga. I didn't know we were so close. But so there we go. We got that. We're at the national A level. Okay. We got money in the bank right now, and we know this upcoming season we're not going to have any money in the bank. So personally, I would like to start a coaching course. They're not going to take it, are they? I got a funny feeling our time at ASHDOD will be very, very short. I'd like to take okay. Yeah, I got a funny feeling that this is not going to be long here. We may be pulling an escape after next season because, yeah, I don't like this at all. I really don't like this at all. I do not like this club at this moment. I do want to see the transfer budget and payroll budget. Here we go. We got 3.13 of payroll, transfer budget of 1.75. Our facilities have been downgraded, so nice. The youth facilities, which is what they want to improve into being the best youth system in the country. I got news for you guys. Y'all are going to have to start spending some money. And they're concerned about my lack of support. This is looking up really nice, isn't it? I mean, they've hated me since I got here. 13 players. And they're all like the big names too, unfortunately. So that's tough. We got to look at the guys that are leaving the club. Everybody apparently, there we go. This is going to be a massive side because there was players that was unrated. This is freaking ridiculous. And I don't really care about signing some of these guys back, mainly because I don't like them. I don't like them very much. Timothy Awani, he doesn't like me. I don't really like him. He doesn't deserve $171,000. He's leaving the club. Agavi, he's leaving the club. Sahar Hassan, I might could re-sign him. We may wait a little bit longer. Tom Ben's leaving the club. Orr's leaving the club. He wants to be an important player playing on a certain side. He wants a bunch of stuff. He's not going to get it. Gal Aviv leaving the club. Or Brenton leaving the club. Bar Nathaniel leaving the club. Adin Ashita leaving the club. Wise leaving the club. So from Wise up, I mean, you can't really count these top guys because they're on non-contracts. From Timothy Awani to Wise, these guys right here are leaving the club. So we've got a lot of work to do. I would like to get rid of some more players that don't want to be here. Unfortunately for us, some of them want to, that I don't really want them to be here. Like one player in particular that I'm not a huge fan of is Bags. And the reason why, it's like I don't really have a place for him on my team. He's going to be upset if we transfer list him. We've already got players that are upset with us. So I would prefer that not happen. But I'm getting a little bit nervous about this. This may be our first time we get fired at a club next season. So obviously we got to turn some of these guys around that they're going to have to start liking us. We're going to have to get off to a good start next season. And yeah, we've got a lot of work to do. I've got some players that I want to keep in mind when the transfer window opens up. I also want to try doing some loanees to help out the side a little bit to see. But I think we're going to have to wait until these contracts expire before we really do anything, which means it's going to be a boring first half of this transfer special for me. Wow, it has took forever to get to this transfer window, and it's finally here. It's finally open, and I'm happy with what we've done so far. We've brought in two people on loan to start with. Turg, well, I'm just going to call him Turg. We brought Turg in. He's a center back, 5-star potential. We brought him in on loan. Looks to be a really solid depth piece for us. He's not going to be one of our starting center backs, but happy to have him on board. Another one that we've brought in on loan, another center back that's 2.5-star, 3.5-star potential, just as a depth piece, really. Looks to be pretty good. As I said, just a squad level player, because with playing three at the back, we need depth there for sure. And then I've brought in 4 people on long-term deals. Habashi here, another center back. As you can tell, we upgraded center back, 3.5-star potential, 29-year-old veteran presence. Looks really good. Heading's pretty good. He's got good natural fitness, good strength. I think he's going to be a solid depth or solid starter for us. Play most matches. Then we bring in a backup left back in Gropper. Gropper? I'm going to call him Gropper. That sounds a little bit better. He can play pretty much anywhere on the left-hand side. Excited about what he can do for us. 2.5-star, 3-star potential player. Just a fringe level player. 3rd choice, 2nd choice left back. Then guess what else we brought in? Another center back. This guy we've had on trial for quite some time. Sobawale, a 3.5-star player, 4-star potential. Looks really solid. Going to be a regular starter for us. Happy to have him on board. And then we spent we didn't spend. We spent some money. We spent some money on Hibashi and then one other player. And I am really excited about this guy. You can see he's a midfield player. We really don't need him, but he's too good to ignore. Michael. I'm calling him Michael. I know there's an I at the end of it, but that does not roll off of my tongue. He's a 4.5-star player of 5-star potential. Center mid. Looks to be freaking fantastic. And look at his salary. Only 9.25. So excited to have this guy on the team. It's going to be freaking awesome. We're going to send the people on language courses. I'll do that off screen. And yeah, I'm thrilled with what we've got there. Financially, I have no idea what we look like now. What do we look like? Still got some money to spend. I want to bring in another striker because I think that's probably our biggest need at this point. I really liked Nam last year, but if I could bring somebody over him and then another striking option that can sit behind Bayo on that left-hand side. I do apologize. Got a little bit of indigestion. But yeah, if I could bring in a couple guys like that, that would be freaking fantastic. And now, okay, since we've brought in new players, I'm not sure how this is going to go. I'm nervous. I really am. Let's take a look at it. 8 players oppose us. Okay, that's not as bad as I was expecting. Zasno and Bayo now in our support. What about the new guys that we just brought in? How are they? Turg likes us. Sobawali, he likes us. I mean, they don't really care about us. Gropper. Hey, I'm going to have to come up with a name for him. Gropper, he doesn't really care. Where's the rest of them? I figured there would be a couple more on this list. Where is Hibashi at? Hibashi, he's fine with us. We're good with that. As rule, he's cool with us. Things are looking up. We just got to get this upper tier start liking us a little bit more, and I think that's just going to come with time. Hopefully we can get out there and win some matches, and that would help out the most. We have a Toto Cup coming up pretty soon. I figure we can play 2 of these teams, the 2 that are probably in our league. So Beitar Jerusalem will play them. Tikva is in our league as well. And what about well, we just seen those in our league, Brack. You just literally click them. What about Saba? Saba is in our league. They're all in our league. Okay, I guess we can play the first 2. Maybe we may play all 4 of them. Heck, who knows? How does the board feel about this? It's not important. Okay, so we can play the first 2 matches on that. They don't really care about it. So that's what we'll do. We'll play the first 2 matches in the next episode. That should be fun. I'm ready to see what the season preview has us at right now. What does it have? God damn, boys, sitting 4th. I mean, it's a little bit of a gap between us and 3rd, but that's very, very nice. Okay, let's take a look at some guys that I'm scouting right now. Obviously, I don't know how good they are. We have attribute masking turned on this one, so we can't really see. I was really excited about this guy, but it looks like QPR has signed him to a long-term deal. His contract was about to expire. Was wanting to get him in at the club. This is one striker that I'm looking at. Don't know if I want him yet. I mean, there's not enough information about him, unfortunately. Roche, here's another one that I'm scouting. Doesn't look like he's going to make the cut, does it? He does not look good at all. Hayat. Yeah, he's Israeli, which I do like. We have one more foreign limit spot to give, by the way, to Evans Ani. He's another player that I'm scouting. Could potentially be something, but I'm guessing he's going to be more toward that 1.5 star. I do have a couple people on loan or on trial right now, scouting them out, seeing if I like them. El Idrissi, striking option. Still waiting to get a little bit more back from him, but he looks like he's a pretty decent player pressing forward. I do like that. We got Tribs here, a 3-star player potentially as an advanced forward. He's got good acceleration. His agility is not that high. But the one that I'm actually the most excited about, as you can see by the star rating, is Nico. He wants to play on the right-hand side. But with that acceleration of 11 to 17, I think he'd be an advanced forward for us, probably take Nam's position. And then if we could find a pressing forward that is Israeli, that would be the best thing we could do. Do we get it accomplished? That's going to be the key, is finding an Israeli-born pressing forward that wants to play for us, that can actually do it. It's going to be a little bit difficult, I think, but ultimately I think we can do it. Concerned at our lack of support still. That's what I expect. I tried to get another loan or a senior affiliate, and they said no. We're going to take a look. Still can't get a coaching badge, which is frustrating. Our contract expires at the end of next season. Depending on how the season goes, it depends if we stay here past this contract expiring or not. I'm hesitant because obviously we're still new to this club, and it would be nice to get coaching badges, but the board really doesn't want to give us coaching badges. They don't want a senior affiliate. The money has not been great so far for the club, so it's going to be a little bit difficult to pull some of that stuff off, I think, and actually want to hang out at the club still. I'm not sold on this club yet. I'm not sold on the owners yet to see if we want to stay here for as long as we did with Valmeria. We had a good thing going at Valmeria. Let's be real, my dudes. We had a real fantastic thing, and we ended up leaving them for a bigger job that's not been great so far, if we're being honest. The club has not been super, the players have not been super supportive of me. It doesn't seem like management has wanted to help out any. So I'm a bit worried about it. But I think if we turn it around this year, there may be a potential that we could stay here a little bit longer than this season that's upcoming. I would like to see I would like to sit through the rest of our contract, but if this season goes bad, may end up being on a job hunt at the end of the next season. Or end of this season. I'm not 100% sure. It's definitely been a tough go, but guys, it's getting late for me. I'm ready to go to bed, so there will be an outfit change for the next bit. Well, my dudes, our transfer special is coming to a close. It's a new day for me, and I'm kind of happy with what we've done in this transfer special. We've brought in one more player. Let us take a look at him right now. It is a striking option, Vinny Tribolut. We looked at him. He was on trial for us. He's a 3-star player, 4-star potential. The reason why I signed him is because he can start over, what's-his-face, Nam, and he's not great at it, but he can play as a backup pressing forward for us. I think he can do a decent enough job for it. He's not the greatest player, but he's not on a massive salary either at $83,000. There was a couple guys that I was really considering, like Nico, but he wanted like $500,000 per year, which is $400,000 more than the rest of the team. So couldn't pull that off. And honestly, I just didn't want to. And I got the club to accept a senior affiliate, which hopefully I pull up on screen. But we got an email back from him. I've clicked inbox like 3 times apparently, but I keep not clicking it. Where is it? I didn't save this email. I didn't do this one, so it might take me a second. Do some scrolling. Okay, let's just search for senior. Oh, okay, so here we go. I wasn't able to find a club. So that's a bit disappointing. I also looked to see if I can ask for another coaching badge since we've done it in the last episode, but still not there, unfortunately for us. So we're not really looking terrible. Looking at the dynamics have actually went up a little bit. It says it goes up and down. It's very, very flip-floppy with this team. And if you remember in the last part, Bayo was a fan of us. He's no longer a fan of us. We just have one person that supports us, and that's Triboulet. We have 9 people that oppose us. If we can eventually get a couple of these guys in our side, that would be awesome. But it's not looking that way. And with our new signing, I want to take one final look at the season preview. Not stages. You can do this, Breck. You got it. Currently sitting 3rd. It hasn't changed any. So that's good. Like, I'm happy with that. That's Conference League, 2nd qualifying round. We're totally fine with that. And I want to go ahead and say the goals of this club. I've bounced back and forth on this. It's been kind of difficult because some stuff has changed within the team. I think that I would like this club to be what I would consider self-efficient in terms of money before we leave and reach Europe. Reach like a actual European competition, whether it be like we want to reach them properly, like the Europa League group stage, the Champions League group stage. Do we ever do that? I don't know. I really don't. We don't even have a Europa League thing, but so it would be a tough climb for us to do that. But I would really like to get into an international competition properly. I think that'd be good, and I think getting the club back financially would be good. Obviously, we've got 2 years to do this, including this year and next year, if we decide to stay that long. Obviously, things can change. The club can fire us. We can just end up leaving the club and not get our goals because, well, the club's been pretty unreasonable of late since we've joined. So it's a bit of a tough one. It's really a tough one, but I think that's what we're going to go with. Self-efficient and reach a European competition properly. I think that'd be fun. Looking at our club vision before we get into the season, we want to develop the best youth system in the country. We're not going to pull that off. Top half finish, we can do that. And they want us to reach the quarterfinal of the Israeli Cup is what I'm going to call it. I don't have a clue. And then the Toto Cup's not important. But we're coming back tomorrow, though, is the Toto Cup. I said we was going to play the first 2 matches. I lied. We're going to play the second 2 matches. I played the first 2 matches by myself, and we actually looked really good. Vetkovic gets a goal in this one to win this match against Bitar Jerusalem, who is a team in the top flight with us. Saba here, we win 3-0. Brihan, Bayo, and Cohen all getting goals. And they're, once again, a newly promoted side that's in our league. Tomorrow, though, we're going to be playing Tikva and Hapoel Jerusalem. Should be fun. Make sure you come check it out and see how these new group of players do together. Well, our first transfer window or first transfer special down in the book here at ASHDOD, and I think it was a pretty good one. Let me know who you think the best signing was out of this group. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment down below. And as always, my dudes, thank you for watching.